Hello everybody and welcome to Island Robot Farm. Now this is a game by Morocco and published by Wise Games, and I've just downloaded the demo here to have a quick look at. We at the moment have only one window size. However, this game is really flexible and you can resize the window to anything you want, and we'll be putting it into full screen in just a minute, but I can't do that until the very first couple of minutes of the game, so please bear with me for just a second while we get to that point. Okay, so let's start a game. I don't need that game. Let's start a new game. Okay, so we start off with our little yellow robot here, and it's trying to find other robots, and it's found a little island with other robots on it. Oh, thank goodness for that. I flew over the sea for a long time and found no robots. I discovered this island just before the spaceship fuel ran out. Oh, thank goodness for that. Since the sea level rose, we've been trapped here. That guy clearly repeats this guy, I guess. Maybe we can use this granary. The system is still operational. We can develop this island and make some money, and then figure out a way. Although I can build basic structures, we're out of money. I still have a little startup capital. Great, let's get started. Okay. Oh, you can say just stuff. You don't have any work. Well, that's okay. I'll give you work in a minute. So, we can move around with WASD, but it is extremely slow. We can zoom in and out, which it's still very slow to move around. It's a little bit faster to move around if you drag with the right click or my hated middle mouse button, so I'm very glad they did put the right click option in there. So zooming out and then just scrolling around using that, much better. This is how big you can make it. The edge of the screen there. Into the sea. But this is the important bit. Real-time game window size adjustment. Up, up. So we are at full screen, full power. And if you want to, let's see how small it'll go. All the way down there. So you can just put it right down, and then you can move it wherever you want as well. Oh, I think you can. Maybe that's in a minute. I think you can drag the window around and things like that. But obviously you can't see that because OBS is doing a fantastic job of... I just wanted to recenter it. It's doing a fantastic job of not moving the game window and recording everything because it's brilliant. Okay, so let's carry on. Now we need to build a level 1 building. So I need to click on level 1 building, and we need to make ourselves a well and a seed warehouse. So let's put a well up here. I don't know if we can move things around. Move things around? Don't know. And a seed warehouse. Okay, so now we need to click on a robot and get it to do some building. Buildability. So then it'll start building stuff. You can actually go into quite a lot of detail on this. I'm not sure how much you can change. I can go within a range. I can go within a distance. You can set quite a lot of different... You can set its priority above other tasks. There's a lot of things that Edward can do, so... Blue robot is Edward. Yellow, which one are you? What's your name? What's your name? Well, let me see. Well, click on... Okay. Click on the planning application. Oh, icon. And click on hoeing the land. All right, we'll hoe all the bottom here. Actually, maybe a bit up here too. Oh, yeah. And maybe a bit up here too. I don't know how much land I'm going to need, but we'll just do that bit around this central whatever it is. Okay, so click on the yellow robot and tell it to reclaim the land. So tell it to do the hoeing, basically. Glad I don't have to do it. Okay, so once, after waiting for it to happen, you can click the planting icon and select the CGG to plant. Well, I'm going to have a bit of a cup of tea while they're doing that. Lovely. And it looks like I can plant potatoes and only potatoes, but it looks like some other things will be coming up later. So I'm just going to tell it to do that. Earn coins and buy any sea area around to expand your island. When you assign the harvest task to a robot and the plant is mature, the robot will harvest the plant and transport it to the granary, which is here, for sale to obtain coins. Ensure all the robots are reasonably assigned tasks such as plant, water, and harvest. So you're Stephen, okay, and you only have one thing you can do. So I think Stephen should do some watering. You're not doing anything. You were building. How about you help with planting? And I will put down some more potatoes. As the land gets reclaimed, we'll put some potatoes in. Lovely. Oh, and look, Stephen went up to the watering thing. And filled a watering can. Wonderful. We've only got 10 coins though, so we can't purchase a sea area until they at least start selling some potatoes. Sad times. I know. So, Mora is doing a brilliant job there of like doing some extra hoeing and things. You were meant to be planting, right? Is that happening? Is planting and watering happening? Oh no, it looks like it is. There we are. You gonna do some planting now? Shall we zoom in a bit? Oh, hang on. That's planning, that's plant. Oh, I see. That's what they've actually managed to plant so far. But you're not doing the most fantastic job of that, are you? Shall we maybe just, oh, prioritize that up to 4. So you do that first. That help? Would that help you actually do your job? Oh, yeah, it looks like it. It looks like there is a seed in the hand there. Oh, you got to run to the seed warehouse to get each seed. I see. I see how that works. Okay, so we have some potatoes growing now. Do I have anybody set to harvest? Are you going to do some harvesting for me? Once you're done with your land reclamation, you can be my harvester. And if I find that anybody's doing anything... why are you so bad at... Actually, why are you taking breaks all the time when I've told you to plant? All right, I'm going to also tell you to do a bit of planting in your spare time. Maybe we could get more planting going on. That would help. My watering dude is doing a great job. Oh, I see. You can actually zoom in and out with the buttons on the side there as well. We're taking a break, aren't we? Oh, look. We've got some money now, so I can purchase the next door sea area. Let's do it. Yeah. So I have acquired sunflower seeds. I have unlocked plot construction function. Okay. I have acquired a new robot. And I have construction demolition command unlocked in the planning menu. Requires robot ability to demolish buildings. So we can demolish buildings. We have a new robot. What is plot construction function? Oh, we can build plots in the sea. Right, okay. That's what that means. And we can plant some sunflowers too. All right, then. I only have 6 coins, so we can we can slowly... I need to build a solar panel, so I can slowly make a bit more space. But maybe we could save up, and we could get the solar panel up here. Let's have a look. So there's our solar panel. I don't know if it really goes anywhere very well. I don't think we can move either. Would you like to do some planting? Can you do planting? You can do demolishing, reclaiming the land, and harvesting. All right, okay. Well, in that case, you can water and harvest. And you can do planting instead. Maybe a flying one. It's got a bit more speed. Be better. Move speed 110, whereas this one is move speed 60. So it's probably a bit better to have that one doing some planting and then some of these guys doing a bit of watering. You will plant if nothing else to do, I would imagine. And you will also plant. Okay. I've got so many of them set to do planting. So hopefully they will. given them rather a large plot to plant in, though, haven't I? So maybe my own fault. We've got 26 so far. So I can either expand this out and start planting things like sunflower seeds. Planting flowers. Set plants to be planted on the reclaimed land. After setting, the robot will automatically buy seeds from the seed warehouse and plant them on the corresponding land. So we don't have to worry too much with the potatoes, but with the sunflowers, they may cost. Yeah, so they'll cost us 2. So we've got to make enough money with our potatoes that sunflowers will be always, you know, we'll always be able to buy the sunflowers. Take a break. Okay, have I not told it to... Not that they are keeping up with the planting anyway, but I would like the overall plan to be, at least, the potatoes are on that whole field. And we're just waiting for them to get a little bit of money together. Quite a lot of money, though. It's so much money. Are any of them doing nothing? Ah, they might be running out of power a bit. So it looks like you have a self-charge. This robot can use its built-in charging device to charge at a slow speed. So I would imagine that you probably don't really want them to... You're fast charging. This robot can prioritize finding nearby available charging stations for fast charging and can self-charge and can go on standby. Okay, so you can self-charge. You can self-charge. Right, so they can all self-charge, but it's really slow. So this is probably why we want to wait for solar panel to come in so they can all charge themselves. I'm not sure that I've got anywhere that I'd like to put the solar panel that looks nice, sadly. We'll go there, maybe, behind. Or there. It all looks pretty terrible, doesn't it? But we'll put it down in a minute once we've got the money. We don't have enough. We've got to wait for another 24 coins to come in. They're actually doing a good job of planting now, but a terrible job of watering. So I think I'm going to change you back over to watering for a bit. Now everyone's kind of up to speed with the planting and the harvesting. You can help with the watering. So I'm just trying to balance out what jobs need to be done. And obviously, Stephen, the great thing about Stephen is super fast and can fly. The bad thing about Stephen is Stephen can only do one task at a time. Come on, we need more potatoes here. Let's get going. Let's give us more potatoes. It is an idle game at the end of the day. So this is probably where you would be, where I'm trying to show you what's going on. But where you guys would be like, okay, I'm going to put this on the bottom of the screen. I'm going to do this. And it's going to like sit. Now, the one thing I'm noticing, oops. Can I have my window back, please? Oh, there we are. I hope I didn't accidentally buy anything then. So there they go, doing their thing. But the one thing I'm not sure about is like with the window resizing, screen adjustment. Ah, here we are. So there's a lot of things we can do. We can pin it to the top. We can put it to the top right. We can pin it to the center. We can pin it. In fact, it would probably be easier to see this. In fact, I don't even know if I can show it to you because I think what's going to happen is OBS is going to be like, what are you doing? But minimize. Maximize. And full screen it, which I've pretty much got. I can pin it to the top. I can exit full screen and then start playing around with sizes. So we've got loads and loads of options. Half screen mode. That didn't work because it's like, I think because I've got it fully. Let's see. So right half of my screen. Let's just pull it down a little bit size-wise. if I can. Which I can't do now. I've messed about with it too much, I think. Okay, so let's go with window corner mode. No. Can we? All right, looks like it might be nighttime. Either that or I've done something. Into top? No, I think it might be nighttime. All right, anyway, we've got enough money for our solar panel now, so they can charge up a little bit more, which I'm hoping will maybe make them faster. Let's have a look. So it converts solar energy into electrical energy during the day. Of course, it's night. Getting 6 units of power per minute. No power can be obtained at night. Well, we'll put it in anyway. And I'm going to need someone set to build it. Are you still set to build? Yes. So let's make building more important than planting for a minute. Hopefully that will get done by daytime. It looks like we'll be able to formal version unlock. So there's only certain things that you can unlock in the demo, which is, again, absolutely fair enough. Absolutely 100% fair enough. We still don't have quite enough watering going on, I don't feel. They both ran out of water, so they're like taking 5 million years to fill up their watering cans. I don't know where Steven's watering can is. Obviously unnamed. Unnamed. Dave. Okay, so robots consume... I'm thinking about Vintage Story, you know this. Robots consume mood points while working. When a robot's mood points are too low, they'll stop to rest, automatically restoring mood points to 90. Oh, that's why a lot of them are stopping. The higher the mood points, the higher the robot's work efficiency. Conversely, work efficiency will decrease, and they may appear dazed. Okay. Build some decorative buildings in appropriate locations. Robots can restore their mood points when passing by decorative buildings. Lighting buildings will consume power and illuminate the island at night. Oh, adorable. So I've got lighting building, small street lamp, decorative building, and tier 2 building, basic research center. So we need the basic research center, which will cost us 180 points. I think, though, before that happens, we're going to need a little bit more space. So let's get a little bit more space. I might be able to maybe start planting some sunflowers, maybe. I don't know. I'd like some more. So sell price of 17. And the potatoes is a sell price of 8. So that's 8 profit. And that is 17 profit. 55 seconds on that one. 30 seconds on that one. Okay, so it's about twice the time for 17, 8 out 8 is 16. Sunflowers are only just better than potatoes, in my opinion there. They're a tiny bit better, but because they take twice as long to grow and they have twice as much profit, but you have a little bit of seed money put in to actually get them, they're not that great compared to potatoes. I've done the maths. The maths doesn't math. Water consumption 1.5, water consumption 3. So it's double the water consumption as well. So it's double the profit, not even quite double the profit. Because the profit on this is actually only 15. So slightly less than double the profit. Slightly less than double the time, but double the water consumption as well. So it's probably actually not worth compared to potatoes, which don't cost me any seed money. However, it might tell me eventually to get on and do that. Right, let's come out of planting mode. What's going on with that one? Why is that one purple? Who knows? Why have we got a purple potato, people? Or robots? You're not really people, are you? So we're waiting for our 180. Let's have a little look. Lighting buildings. What have we got? A small street lamp. And what have we got under decorative buildings? We have a floor tile. We have an island decorative building. Oh, we've got some scarecrows. Oh, that's adorable. And some signs. Okay. And we've got a little sun umbrella. Oh, 100 coins for a sun umbrella. My goodness me. So we stored up 6 power. So I don't know if we can maybe get batteries or something. Maybe that will be coming up in the future. But we've got 78 coins now, so we're getting closer. We're over halfway. Yeah, so I'm not sure if there is like an advantage to growing flowers. Do they like the flowers? Are the flowers nice for them? Is it just nice to have flowers because they look pretty? I'm not really sure. But yeah, they're doing a good job of planting, then doing not so good a job of watering. I don't know if I can get them a charging station or something eventually. Maybe. I'm not going to have much room for it though, am I? I'll see how big it is. Hang on. So, basic research center. Can I rotate it at all? It does not look like buildings can be rotated, so I'm going to need a little bit of space here. So maybe if I just did like an extra 4 spaces out there, I could plonk the research center down onto it. Delete plot. So if I do that, that'll give me enough space just to put the research center down once it's ready, once we have enough money for it. And we can see what we can research. Because something for that to get them to charge faster would be good, because they're just sat there charging, not making me any money. Just charging. Get that potato in that granary. Yeah. Well, I suppose one thing with sunflowers, okay, that I didn't think about is that there'll be less planting actions and less harvesting actions. That's the advantage. Okay. Let's change it over. Sunflowers. So like I say, that way we'll have more of them planted, which means that we'll free up more robot power for watering. They still need just as much water as the potatoes over their lifespan. But it means 1 less plant action and 1 less harvest action. And I think it's important to take that into consideration. Didn't think about that to start with, and I was like, hang on, I'm watching you harvest that. You'd only have to do that half as many times with the sunflower. And considering how slow they're going and stuff at the moment, that's probably very worth it, right? So we're at 116. I would eventually like them to change all of that to sunflowers. Let's just completely change it over. So that's just going to take a little bit of workload off of them. And we'll have pretty sunflowers to look at as well, instead of like not so pretty potatoes. Oh, look there, they're starting to replace with sunflowers already. So the sunflowers will be growing for a bit longer. So I'm just going to like wait a second before I turn anybody else over to watering. Oh, hang on, you can water as well, can't you? Because you don't need to be reclaiming land right now. I can change that anytime I want. So you can harvest and you can plant and you can do whatever. What are you doing right now? You can do planting and building. I would like you to do watering and planting at the moment until there's something to build, and then I will change. No point having anybody set to land reclaim or to building or anything like that unless there is something to build or land to reclaim. So hopefully this should take them less of their time to do, which means that they can spend more time watering, less time planting, less time harvesting, more time watering. And that should mean that the harvest should happen quicker because we're not going to be sat there with stuff that's not watered. That's the idea. Stephen, you watering? Yes. Nice. Very nice. Quite possibly having things around the seed warehouse would be a good idea. It'd be less for them to walk, so how long they have to walk and how far they have to walk and everything is worth taking into consideration. We can remove land, we can demolish buildings. We are very close to having the research center ready. So we'll put along here. I need 30 more coins. See, they're taking a break. I kind of need to put some decorations down, but that sun umbrella costs like 100. It's ridiculous. If I put them down a path, does it make them run any faster? It's just decorative. Small building, island decorative building, a billboard, sun umbrella. These are large buildings, and those are massive buildings, which will only be in the formal version unlock, which, again, absolutely fair. And it's nice to know where the unlocks finish as well. 20 coins for a scarecrow, 80 coins for a rock. Are you kidding me? That must be a really good rock. Right, we're there with the research center, so I'm going to put that in, and then we might think about... What do you mean I can't put it there? I guess I'm going to have to expand the land a little bit more. Will that be enough? Yeah, that'll probably be enough. But now I've got to wait for more money again. Oh, we've got 36 power now, so that's nice. I might give them a light soon. I want to get the research center built first, though. I want to know what that has behind it. And then we can make your land pretty. Then we can give you things. Will I get a new robot, though? Because, like, I need these guys to either work faster or to get more of them so that we can be more efficient. Also, different seeds that would, you know, the bigger the... Because ever since we've changed from potatoes to sunflowers, we've definitely had, like, everything has been planted properly. But there are definitely some potatoes still in the field. So we're not quite there with the full takeover yet. And that's because not enough watering's happening, because too much harvesting and planting is happening. So as soon as we get to sunflowers, they will give us more profit and it will be less intensive work for the robots. So yeah, already starting to happen, I think. They're already starting to spend more time watering these crops. That is a good thing. Okay, one more potato and then we can... No, two more potatoes, I think. And then we can have... or one sunflower. And then we can have our research center. I tried to squeeze it in as small an amount of land as possible, but it just wouldn't let me do it. You knew I was trying to be cheeky. They're kind of waiting for something to do at the moment. Well, they shouldn't be, because they're all told to water. Every single one of them. So it might be that they're a little bit depressed. I don't know. What's their mood? 46. So I really do need to get something in there to help their mood, but... Not yet. I will put in the research center first. There we are. Research center done. Right. You're my favorite builder. Go build. And don't water. Don't do anything but build. Go build. I want to see this research center done. Everyone else can do the farming. You can do the building. I'm just going to expand the land a little bit as well while the building is going on. We've got enough money for a little bit. And then maybe we can expand the field a bit, although I don't really want to do that too much. Because they're already struggling to keep up a bit. There was a thing, wasn't there, where I could... buildings will occupy plots. Do not block the robots' movement routes. I have not done that. I've fairly sensibly placed them, I feel. Yay, we got sunflowers going in now. Very nice. I've got a robot factory and bridge construction function. Ooh, we can make bridges. Nice. So, robot factory. Let's have a look. So, bridge. I can have that kind of bridge. I can have like a lily pad one. Oh, adorable. So that's going to be quite decorative. We can make lots of little islands and bridge them rather than having one giant landmass, which might look a bit prettier. Let's have a look at the robot factory. It's going to cost us 300 coins and it's going to take a 3x3 area. So I think maybe we could put that underneath the research center. So I'm thinking get some more land in there. That should be enough for it, hopefully. And that will allow us to manufacture new robots, increasing the robot limit by 6. Ooh. I didn't know we had a robot limit, but clearly we do. So we can get more robots. More robots means more money. More money means more land. More land means, well, you know. More land means more money, means more robots, means more money, means more robot factories. Right, now I would actually like you, now you have done your building task, to do some planting and some watering, please. It's our last potato. That's how long it took to get that watered. Considering it has a 30-second grow time. I need more robots so badly. I can't wait to get more. But eventually I'm going to have to start like zoning them and all that sort of thing. Telling them which island they need to be on and things like that. But they're doing a great job with their sunflowers. I haven't been given any other kind of, no, haven't been given any other kind of seed yet. Let's just see if any of them are, to unlock, own 3 sea areas, own 4 sea areas. So at the moment I have 2, so a third one will get us a new different type of crop. Own 7 sea areas for the next flower. Wow. So each sea area that I unlock from now on is going to give me a new crop. Until I have 47? 6, 10, 13, 17. So it gets higher. So it adds 1, then it adds 1, then it adds 2. Then it adds 4. Then it adds 3. What? Why is that one taking more extra ones than that one? Then 4. So it went from 6 to 10, which is 4. From 10 to 13, which is 3. From 13 to 17, which is 4. 17 to 22, which is then 5. So that makes more sense. And then all of a sudden we're up to 30. So that's an extra like 8. And then 6. What? No rhyme or reason on that one, is there? Okay. So I'm wondering, like, my task is to build a robot factory. But I don't know. Would I be better off building... Would I be better off if they were in a better mood? So would I be better off building them, like, some decorative buildings while we're waiting? Can I give them like a rock? No, I can't afford a rock. Can I give them a scarecrow? Maybe I could get them a scarecrow. They're all the same. They look really similar to some of the Stargy scarecrows, don't they? I like this one. So I'm going to put it there. Oh no, okay. So I need to declaim the land to put it there. I'd love to have one there and one there. And build some more land around it. And then they'd feel a lot happier when they were working the fields. So I think what I'm going to do then is a little bit of planning, and I'm going to remove... Is that how I do it? Oh, not the land that has been reclaimed. Right. Restore land. Ah, that's what I'd have to do. Okay, so for now, I guess if I want to put some scarecrows in, I can, but I need to put them in next to the land. Which I can, yeah, that could still happen. Are there any other, like, nice decorative buildings that would have a bigger range, though, I wonder? The rock has a slightly bigger range. It takes up quite a bit of space. No, I'm going to have this little scarecrow guy, I think. But where to put him, though? I'm very sad that I'm not allowed to undo the land I've reclaimed. That's a bit annoying. Because I can't put the robot factory down there then. Can I put him over here? No. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do then is make some more plots over here. Oh, I need to unlock the sea area for that. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Everything is trying to foil my plans at every turn. Okay, let's do that. And where's the robot factory going to go? I don't want to mess up my plans for the robot factory by putting a scarecrow there. And meaning they can't walk around. I could put the robot factory down there. That would be fine. So let's put a scarecrow in. Or I could just put stone pathing in. Would that make them feel happier? Or is it only the buildings? Who knows? I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put 5 of them in. And then I'm going to tell you to do some building again. Stop planting, start building. Hopefully the watering will be less of a priority and we'll be able to build a little path. And hopefully that will make them happy. I don't know. It'll make me happy anyway. And then maybe eventually I can restore land and I can put little scarecrows in amongst the fields. It's going to be one of these games where you're going to learn as you go, like, how to do things. And you're going to learn, like, yeah, I should have left a space for a scarecrow in the field. And maybe next time you play, you won't make that mistake again. Okay, so if the building is priority 5 and the watering is priority 6, then why is watering happening instead of... Am I wrong about the... Am I wrong about what the priority is? Shall I try and switch it around the other way? So you've got priority 5 and this one's priority 6? Maybe a higher priority. I'm going with what RimWorld usually does, which is like, you know, or something like Oni, where it would be like the highest priority. No, it seems like a higher number for priority seems to be maybe what they're going to do. Okay, we've got... Oh, hang on. While I was faffing about with paths, we actually might have enough in a minute for the robot factory, and that might speed things up quite a bit. Charging completed. I'd like to get you charging stations and things like that as well. Okay, so you can now go back to planting. Doesn't look like there's any watering to be done at the moment. So you do everything. You do everything. Maybe you should plant instead of harvest. Oh, you can't. Okay, I see why you're doing what you're doing. Okay. Could you do a bit of planting for me, Stephen, just for a minute? Because the planting is way behind everything else. I've got everything on, like, kind of the same priority. Oh, 385. Okay. Robot building. Robot factory building. Here we come. So that's where that's going to go. Right, you. Build me a robot factory. Easiest way to stop them doing another task is to only give them one task. That way I don't have to worry about priorities. I've got some like research points coming in here. Ah, remove planned building. Ooh, restore land, 100 research. Okay, move building. Oh, move building. Thank goodness. Delete plot. Oh, brilliant. All right. So once I get to 40, I can remove a planned building. I probably don't need to do that one straight away. I think things like delete plot, restore land, remove plant might be more useful. I don't know exactly what they do, so I might have to buy a couple of them before I can get the one that I need to remove the... I think remove plot might be remove the entire plot. Restore land might be putting the land back. No, restore land is probably restoring reclaimed land. Okay, so I've got a charging station and a follow robot function. Wonderful. Charging station I've been looking forward to because that's going to really help them, I think. Do we have any more tier 1 buildings? Not really, do we? There's only one more that I can unlock tier 1. Alright, charging station. I like it. That's going to cost me 120 coins. I have enough. I just need to maybe make a little bit more space for them to use that. Now I know that I'll be able to move buildings later. Makes it a lot easier for me to not worry too much about where I place things. Okay, so I'm going to need to give it a little bit more room. Okay, so I can manufacture you once I have 500 coins. I will definitely be doing that, but I think getting these guys charged up a bit more easily will be probably the way forward first. And in fact, that's what it's telling me to do. It's actually telling me to do what my intuition would want to do, which is quite nice. So let's build also task assignment status. Oh, right. So I've now got like an overview of all my robots, who doesn't have, who's assigned to what, who isn't doing stuff, la 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 la. Yeah, nice. Okay. So I think I need like 3 or 4 more plots down there. And then I will be able to build the charging station where I want it. I think it's important to me that, because I'm going to have to get research, that I can build it at least in a relatively pleasant looking place to start with. Are you building? Yeah, nice job. So everyone can charge a little bit faster now, which is quite nice. But I definitely need more robots. They're doing a very good job at harvesting, but they're not really planting very much. So hopefully being able to charge should help them a lot. How's their mood looking? Mood is at 49. Is their mood going up at all? I built everything very tightly, and so we don't now have much room. A radio station and a small granary. Oh, so this is the large granary. So the small granaries are going to be like satellite ones. Oh, brilliant. So so they don't have to walk as far to throw things in and sell them. It's basically like a small cell box, effectively. The granary is like a cell box. So, I now have a radio station. Quickly sell ripe crops within coverage of the radio station. Oh, right, I see. So you put things... Ah, okay. So I could maybe build it down there. I don't know if I'd have... And it would at least cover that. I think I want to build it about there. Let's see if I'm allowed to. It might say that I need the sea area. Yeah, I'm going to need that sea area to do it. But it might be worth it. I think I'm going to try and buy that sea area. But look, they're charging at their new charging station. Fast charge completed, so it takes them a lot less time. Wonderful. I would like to build them something decorative, so we at least put a little, maybe a light there. Oh, I need 50 coins for the light. I'm so poor. But it's looking kind of cute. Ah, they're doing a lot of planting at the moment. That's why I'm poor. Let's just make sure that you're doing something sensible. Like, I would probably say now everything is planted. Let's do harvesting and watering. But yeah, definitely I think the next sea area I want will be down here. And I will kind of make my radio station, and I'll plant some plots around there and reclaim land around there. And as we get the research, we'll get a little bit more flexibility in what we can do. Should I get some more plots of land unlocked? Or no, I shouldn't really do that, I don't think. So we're going to have to wait 1 minute for most of these to unlock. They definitely seem a bit happier. 74 mood. So I'm thinking that maybe mood is being helped. I don't know. I definitely want to get some scarecrows in amongst the fields. Help them be happier. I don't know if the path made them any happier. I think that might be more like just a... All right, we've got enough for a scarecrow. So maybe... I don't know, because they... Oh, I know a brilliant place to put the scarecrow. If we can, it would be to put him by the well. I don't have room anywhere. Like, I really just don't have room anywhere for this scarecrow except for down here. And how often do they walk over there? I want the scarecrow like here and here, to be honest. So how about no on that one? I don't really have room for something like a rock. Oh yeah, it tells you. No, that didn't do anything. I just spent coins on it for nothing other than making it pretty. So yeah, it just doesn't have the range. I could even put those there, the signs. But I want it to be where they're actively working, because otherwise, if they're not going to walk across it and improve their mood, then that's just not going to help them at all. Okay, so we've got some sunflowers ready now. Wonderful. And it's raining. But the rain doesn't seem to water the crops. Is it gonna water them at all? That's the worst rain ever. Okay, I'm making a little bit of money now. Worst rain ever. I'm gonna get Stephen to water now because it seems like that is what's needed. Stephen is our fastest worker, but I have to do a lot of micromanagement of Stephen to get any proper work out of him. You're already watering and everything more, aren't you? Yep. And you are harvesting and watering. Yep. Okay. So they're all doing what they should be doing. They've got a charging station, which is brilliant. I'm very happy that they can fast charge now. But I do want to try and plan the land a bit better so that they can have more stuff to help their mood. Got 40 now from the research center. I don't think I want to delete a plot. I think I want to remove plant. I think that's what we want to do when it gets to 80. I think that's what we need. It's either that or restore land, and I'm not sure which. So I could end up choosing the wrong one, and then we've got to wait for it to... And it's only in the daytime that it seems to be getting the research, because obviously... Well, I don't know, actually. 4 power per minute and gains 2 research points. Oh, so just got to wait a minute for every 2 research points. So it's going to take another 20 minutes of game time for me to have enough to make the change I want. But that's fine. In the meantime, we'll be doing other stuff. I would like this other robot, but it wants me to build the radio station to progress. And the only way I'm going to really do that is to purchase this sea area down here. So let's do that. And let's put some more plots of land in and things, and then I'll save up for the radio station. How much is it going to cost for my radio station? Going to cost 260 coins. We're already at 100, so that's not too bad. So I just need to make a little bit more room for it to go in. So that's kind of where I think it's going to go. So radio station. Kind of want it about there. It's only saying insufficient coins, so hopefully that should be all right. And then I'm going to build some farmland all around it. Maybe get some reclaim some land in here as well. And then maybe take away the land at the top 4. 2 lots of 4 at the top there. And then maybe in some of the areas I'll take out... See, I don't like that it's like 3 on that side and 2 on that side. It's 3 on the left and 2 on the right there. Which is going to ruin my plans for the scarecrows. But I guess I'll just stick 1 in each corner or something. It's fine. Or maybe I'll just put 1 there. A scarecrow there, I think. But this is definitely where I want the radio tower. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 by 8 by 8. Which is like, no, you don't want that when you've got like 3 by 3 buildings all over the place. And then you've got one that's like, hey, I'm a 2 by 2 building and my area is 8 by 8. It's like, how am I going to make you look pretty? No. That's not how we build. Okay, so we don't have enough planters at the moment. 1 planter. You're harvesting. I would like you to do a bit of planting. Lots of them doing watering. But I do think that in the meantime, actually we're nearly at the point. If we get one more sunflower, I can build the radio station. And we can quick sell all the ripe crops, which means I don't need to put people on harvest. Which will be very nice. Well, I hope that's the way it works anyway. And then, like I say, once I've got... Oh, it's going to cost research points to unlock some of these other robots. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we can unlock in the demo. And then the rest... No, I've got 3 more that I can do in the demo. And then all the rest are going to be in the formal version. That's fine. I have now acquired corn. So let's see what that's about. I can buy it for 2 and sell it for 11. It takes 1 minute and 5. Harvest times 2. You can harvest it twice. So you get 9 profit. So overall, it would be 18 profit. It would take 2 minutes to do. But you wouldn't need to replant it at all. Whereas the sunflowers, you get 15 profit for 55 seconds. But you can only harvest it once. Now, does this mean that you get... I'm going to put 1 corn in, and I want to know how that does, what it does. I'm going to try and keep an eye on it and see if it'll take that time all over again. Now, there was like a something somewhere I saw, plant cultivation, where I could look over my crops. Here we are. View growth information. So you can see the sale price, you can see growth stage, sale price. So I don't know whether corn is better. I mean, I would imagine it is. And I imagine that the devil is in the detail there with the second harvest that you can get out of it. So it'd be 2 minutes before they had to re-harvest that. Before they had to replant it. But they would have to harvest it each time. So I think it's in the not having to replant. I think that's where it's where the beauty of it lies. I think that's it. And I suppose if we've got harvesting controlled by the radio tower. Yeah, okay. I think I'm getting the idea. All right, let's put the radio tower in. Radio station. Boom. And let's get my little builder guy working on that. Edward. Go do your building. And then once we get a little bit more money in, we can try and build our first robot. How long have I got left? Half an hour to show you as much of the rest of this as I can. There we are. And then you can... Have you built it yet? Not quite there. There we are. So I have obtained the quick sell function in the planning menu. I have now acquired a data center, and I've got a new manufacturing blueprint for this guy. can do quite a lot of stuff. Nice. That one can plant and water. This one can plant, water, and harvest. And build. So once I have 500 coins, I've got enough to manufacture the FG600. Let's go and have a look at the data center. So that's going to cost 550 coins. And it requires the ability to build land buildings. It records and displays various statistical data of the island and consumes 6 power per minute. Okay, well, I'll work towards that, but I think I want another robot first. Because these guys are struggling on their own. So I'd maybe even 2 robots. And then we'll work on the data center. Because after that, it's formal version unlock. And for this one, there is... Yeah, now we've got the small granary. There's nothing else to unlock there either. Formal version unlock. All the floor tiles. There's a few decorative bits that I could... There's one more decorative bit that I could unlock. Large buildings. And there's a few... There's 2 decorative buildings there that I can unlock as well. Other than that, we've done most of the unlocks. So how do I do quick sell function then? That's in the planning. So quickly sell the ripe plants. Oh yeah. Nice. Very nice. So if I see ripe plants, I can... basically what that data center... Sorry, that radio tower is given is me the ability to sell for them. And to help them out. But only within the range. Okay, right. Now you have done your building. So I would like you to do planting. And I would like you to do watering. Like I say, once you've got like a much bigger farm going, and you would need more robots to do it, I would imagine. It's getting slowly easier for them. Obviously with the corn, it takes, I can do 2 harvests out of it. So I'm still kind of looking at what that is. I've got the sunflowers being sold. I could have done that one, couldn't I? Could have done that. I can't do that one up there. Coverage upgrade. Oh. So for 100 of those, I can upgrade things. Nice. Nothing else I can do that for. And I do want to save my research points for the new robot. They're okay for their mood, actually. They're probably having to rest to restore it, which is a bit annoying. I would like those. Basically, I think having those scarecrows around is a bit like having sort of a stamina regenerating thing there, so they don't have to sit and rest. I mean, they're calling it mood, but... Okay, so the corn is ready. Well, it's not quite ready, but it's on its 2nd growth stage. 2 out of 3. And then I can harvest it twice. Now I need to know whether it just goes back 1 growth stage, because 1 growth stage would be about 20 seconds. So I just need to know what its behavior is before I change it all to corn. Because corn will sell for 11, so it would sell for 22 between the 2 of them, which would be a 20 profit. So it just depends on how much extra time that's taking. Oh, I quick sell that. Boop. That saves them some time. I like being able to help. Oh, you were charging. Why didn't you charge at the charging station? Is it too far away, maybe? Okay, let's have a little look at this. It's ripe. So I can quick harvest it. Quick harvest it. Yeah, so I get to harvest it twice for 22. Straight away, so there's no... Yeah, okay. Yeah, corn it is then. There was no regrowth time on that at all. It just... You just get 2 of them. So we're going to go to corn for everything. I can purchase another sea area and we could unlock whatever this is. Or we can wait for another robot. Ooh, hang on. Do a bit of quick sell. Oh, yes. Robot, here we come. Got a friend. You've got a friend. Right, so you can plant and you can water. And that's what you shall do. Unnamed. Bob. I want to give him some kind of name. Bob's like a little tractor. Bob is very fast. Runs at 100, almost as fast as Steven. I want to be quick selling. I want you guys to be doing like watering and planting and stuff. I do not want you to be doing... In fact, I don't want you to be doing the harvesting at all. Anyone with harvesting on, I don't want that to happen. Well, actually, if we only got one... we've only got one with harvesting. Okay, one with harvesting we can cope with. Because you can do those ones up the top there that I haven't got the ability to remove yet. So what I would like is to put some more plots in. Kind of around this area. So I want to go 2 more down. I ran out of money. Okay, that's fine. So the idea is going to be... that I'll... oh, I've suddenly got money. Okay, lovely. I'll reclaim land around here. And I'll be able to do more quick sell around that area. But I would like amongst that for there to be a scarecrow or 2, so... So let's go all the way around here. Can't execute it there. Okay, that's fine. So when they're around here doing their farming work, they'll get a little bit of a boost. Okay, and then we'll get some scarecrows in. The sun umbrella looks amazing, but it's a 2x2 building. It gives 2 mood points though. Billboard gives 1. I think we'll put a scarecrow there. And we'll put a scarecrow there. And then that can help them with their mood a little bit. And I would like you to do some building instead of planting. This is definitely working a lot better. I need to be doing my part though, apparently. Yeah, up there I can't do anything. So the harvesting one we'll have to do up there. But once this is all built and reclaimed... Ah, right. One of you needs to do some reclaiming as well. Also, I'm going to need a little bit more... Can I build plots down here? Is that still part of this sea level? Oh, it is. Nice. So I can reclaim some land over here too. Nice. It's never going to look really perfect because of where this lies and the fact it's a 2x2 building. My brain hates that so much. Okay, so who was the land reclaimer? That's you, isn't it? You can do that instead of some watering. Just when you have a minute. No rush. Okay, so to get my other robot, we're going to need 40 power and 60 of the research points. So, like, I'm not wanting to use the research points until I have all the robots, you see, and then I'll maybe do some stuff to help them. But yeah, perfect. So the mood is hopefully increasing on Mora by being, well, I was hoping it would be, by being next to the scarecrow. Although apparently not. I genuinely thought I'd see some mood improvement there, but... Oh, you were happy for running past it. Okay. Got a little happiness buff going on there every time we're running past these scarecrows. That's good. That's very good. Okay, so I'm going to just plan in some more corn, I think. There we are. Hopefully a bit less work for them to do. And I can quick sell anything that ripens, except for like up the top there. Like, I didn't know what buildings I was going to get, okay? So we can't do any of that. But these ones down here, once they ripen, I'll be able to sort those out. And that's just going to help them not have to do it. I'm so much quicker at it. And the more I can free them up for watering and things, the better. Really? Did you just go and harvest that one? Okay, so I'm gonna just for now. I want your reclaiming to take priority, so I think I'm gonna put that to 6. I think that's the way around it goes. It's not always easy to tell. So we're waiting for like 800 to get the next robots. But I might end up with more money. So the data center might be the next thing to do. So let's have a little look at how big it is. Yeah, it's fairly massive. So, but it can probably go over here next to the other warehouses and things. So now can we build out to here? We can. Okay, cool. I don't want to worry too much about bridges and things like that, but that's just the land that the data center would go on. What else is it going to take off me? 550 coins, but takes 6 power per minute. Oh, I see. So I'm going to need to build myself a bit more of a... Oh, I don't have that sea area. Okay, maybe down here actually then. Maybe down here. I'm going to need to build some more solar panels. So that we can actually power these things, because we're running out of power. It's a level 2 building, isn't it? 2, 3. I could get like 3 of them down here. Or we could just do 2 of them. We could do 1 there and 1 there. And then put some kind of other building or decoration in. But I feel like that's probably going to be needed. Now then, is my little blue builder robot on building duty? Yes. So will you start building once? Let's take the watering away. I'm not very good with the priority system, I'm afraid. I could do is tell them not to harvest anything. Right? So no harvesting at all. And then just leave those fallow and we'll just work on these other areas. That might be quite good. Ah, it's nighttime again. Sucks. But yeah, it's very cute. And we're going to be able to have all sorts of different islands. Looks like there's lots of new buildings and things planned. Bigger buildings and things like that. We'll be able to move things around and stuff like that with the research center eventually. There we are. So we've got some more power going on. And like I say, like, you guys will be able to download this demo and pop it at the bottom of your screen and get loads of money. Leave it running overnight even. Get loads of money while you're doing something else. And then purchase lots of sea areas. And you can go through maybe all the different vegetables that you can do and all the different flowers you can do. It looks like you'll be allowed to go through all the different types of crop. And then when the full game comes out, you can try all the different buildings and all the different types of robots. There's going to be some more of those as well, which is going to be awesome. Have a look here. There's going to be another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different robots that you will be able to get from the robot factory. So currently I've got 5 of 10 robots and I'm allowed... Oh, I can actually manufacture... Oh, these are just different types. So yeah, if you've got enough money and enough power and everything, you can have as many as the robot factory will let you have. After producing a robot, the factory will have a 120-second cooldown. Well, if I'm making enough money for that, I can have more than one robot factory, maybe. Yeah, so I can have another one of those little red planter guys. And that will be fine. Okay, so it looks like they've reclaimed a bit more land for me. I'm just going to grab the ripe corn. I just look like you're still harvesting, are you? Oh, you can't plant. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Your job can be to harvest those 8 up there then, or any that I miss. Okay. I was about to do something and I've forgotten what it was. Oh yes, we're gonna plant some corn in these newly reclaimed areas. On these newly tilled fields. So I now have plenty of money and plenty of... I could get another robot. Like, absolutely could. Or we could try and manufacture this one. I imagine this one's going to come out when we get the data center in. How much is the data center? I think we can maybe do it already. Okay, data center. You going to build that for me? Yes, you are. Lovely. World's slowest walker, though. My goodness me. That might be the end of the demo, though. Looking at it, then the formal version unlocks for everything. So maybe when we unlock the the data center, we may unlock some more decorative buildings. Maybe the last few of those. And that will probably be the end of the demo. And it'll be kind of in perfect time, to be honest. My usual sort of hour and a half that I like to do on any kind of demo. Here comes the data center. So let's see what this does. Once Edward has built it. But Edward and Dave and Bob and Maura. And Bob. And Stephen. Good names. Good solid names. Okay, so acquired tier 1 building. Price market. Statistical information unlocked. Ah, so we've got some stats here. So how many plots of land they've got, how many sea areas they've got, how many robots they've got, how many robots I'm allowed, what my average output of gold is. Oh, okay. How many coins I've had, how much time the game has been running for. how many research points I'm getting per minute. So we could build more of these research areas, I imagine, and get better research per minute. Power production per minute, which is 10. And the average power consumption, which is 11. Oh. Well, that's good to know. But they're going to need some more power production. Clearly. Do I need another sea area for that? No, I can just put some more plots down, actually, down here. And we could do little banks of... that would work. That would 100% work. And they wouldn't look as bad. So let's put 2 more in. That should allow us to start getting more power than we are using overnight. Which will be quite nice. Go on, Edward. Edward's got a lot to do building-wise at the moment. As you can see that power is just stuck there, and that's why I don't have enough power now to build any more robots. So that's gonna like be a sticking point for me. So I could get another FG 600, or I could wait until the... Oh, that's good. The power's starting to go up. Brilliant. I could wait until I get 60 and make it a BA7. They all look a bit happier as well, which is nice. So the mood is only like 58 though, so I could probably do with more stuff that will help them enjoy their lives a bit more. And you need to kind of put that amongst the fields. The selling price of plants has changed. Oh. In what way? I've now got this market, haven't I? Let's see. Let's see. Price market. View the selling price of plants and their changing trends. And that consumes 2 power per minute. Oh, I need to build this now. So we need a little bit more space for it. Oh, it would fit perfectly in between all of my power plant. Oh, my solar panels. Probably all of my money, right? 220 coins that cost. Are you charging? Yeah. No, maybe just didn't have anything to build. It took a second to realize you had to build something. That's fine. Then we'll have the price market. I wasn't expecting any more buildings, to be honest, so that's quite nice. Okay, so I've got the fountain, the monument, a lighting building, and I've got the robot factory, new manufacturing blueprint. So it looks like we've got our final robot that we can make here for 1,000 coins. Do quite a lot of stuff. Has a move speed of 55, battery level of 400. This one has a move speed of 90, battery 130. So this one can go for ages. It's a bit slow, but can go for ages without having to recharge a battery. BA7 is going to move really fast, so that would be an amazing one to have. I'll probably wait for that one for my next robot charge. So build the island monument. Let's have a little look. So that might be the end. You never know. Island monument. There's a fountain. Am I seeing a monument anywhere? Where would that be? Price market. We've got the data center. I thought it was a decorative building. Maybe it's lighting. Oh yeah, it's under lighting. So it's 350 coins. Register the name of the island. Provide small range lighting, consuming 3 units of power per minute when turned on. It's a 2x2 as well. I don't have much room left. Let's just see if there's any places that we can put some more plots. Oh yeah, around here. Okay. I might be able to then build the monument up there. So how much is it going to cost? 350. Okay, we can definitely do that. Boo. All right, let's have you on some planting and watering. I will be harvesting. And once we get to 350, then we can put the monument down. I don't know if that's going to be the last thing we'll be allowed to do. I feel like I'd like to continue until, you know, we can build all the buildings. I've got a few more spaces I can pop in here. And then we'd need to buy a new sea island for 200. So I'd rather not do that if I don't have to. I want to try and show you as many of the buildings as I can. 226. They're not really planting as fast as I would like. Maybe they're feeling a bit low mood. So that's definitely something I need to improve on. And that needs to be kind of baked into the design of your fields to start with. So like I've done down here, I would love to have done that up there. And I would say that maybe planning with the idea of a radio station. Maybe the radio station should be down by 1, and then I could have fields all the way around properly. I'd be able to manually harvest. But again, I didn't know that would be there. I didn't know what range it would have. And I've not got enough research yet to unlock these options that would allow me to move things around. And to be honest, I'm happy enough just getting extra dudes. Or getting my monument. Let's see. How far away are we from that? 350 coins away. That'll just take probably a couple more minutes. That one's nearly done. I'll be another 20, 22. Yeah, they do seem to be a bit slower nowadays with planting and stuff. There we are, 275. That needs a double harvest as well. So my little blue guy's doing a good job of harvesting. 286. I'm so tempted to add these in, but yeah, no, we're not doing that. 330. Just need you to harvest these two, please, and then we can build our monument. I think my harvesting guy is charging. Oh no, this one might be ready soon though. To be honest though, I haven't really found that I've had to spend for an idle game so far, I've not had to spend a ton of time waiting. There's always going to be some waiting. It's inevitable. But it's not been too bad. And I think it's very, very cute, to be honest. I think this is an absolutely adorable game. And I'm going to put that next to the charging station. And get my little blue dude built. And then we'll be able to name our island. I'll probably name it something very boring, like Shelab's Island. I'm in such a creative mood for naming today. Go on, get your hammer out, Edward. That's it. Run over there. Fast as you can with your 60 speed. So I guess the way to upgrade these guys would be, you would probably want to be doing something like getting a faster bot in. So these original bots, you might want to, I don't know, get rid of them. I don't know if you can. Move to designated location. You might not be able to. So it might be a good idea maybe for you to, if you can't delete the robots, to build the best ones you can. There we are, I thought so. We have made the monument and that has completed the demo. So you've completed the demo version of Island Robot Farm. You can still continue to build and decorate your island and unlock the remaining sea areas. There are a total of 21 in the demo. If you like the game, we hope you can click the button below to add Island Robot Farm to your wishlist. The game was developed and produced by 2 people. If you have any unpleasant, which I did not at all in this, experiences while playing, please tell us. You can click the button below to join the official community and give us your suggestions and feedback. Island Robot Farm is currently under development. The demo saves can't be carried over to the final version. And for more content, please look forward to the full version. The full version will introduce more diverse gameplay, more types of plants, robots, buildings, farms, factories, and other elements. So it looks like we're going to have wind turbines and whatever that is, and a big lighthouse and a rocket. Wow, that might be the final thing, because the idea would be to get off the island. So you'd maybe need to do enough development and get enough money to rocket yourself away. But that's amazing. What a really cute, adorable, lovely, chill little game, and I actually had a blast playing that. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more things like this, then please subscribe. I'll let you know when videos are out. Hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.